Hello students, once again welcome back to the class of physics. So in the previous session we started to discuss the concept of Carnot engine, correct? So there we studied what is Carnot engine and where we are using this Carnot engine. It's nothing but it's an ideal engine that we all know. And what is the working of Carnot engine? So what and all the parts that is there inside the Carnot engine, and what is the working substance there we have taken. So everything we discussed, correct? So and there we understood the working of Carnot engine takes place in four different types. So ways in generally, what are those, sir? It's nothing but one is isothermal expansion, adiabatic expansion, isothermal compression, and adiabatic compression. So there we got four equations. Okay, so in isothermal expansion, the work done by the ideal gas is taken as, that is W1, that is given by N into R T1 log V2 by V1, where T1 is the temperature, V2 is the final volume after expansion, here V1 is the initial volume. Similarly, omega 2, that is W2, can write it as adiabatic expansion, correct, which is given by N into R divided by gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. Similarly, W3, work done by isothermal compression, which is given by NR T2 into log V4 by V4 by V3. Okay, N into log V3 by V4, V3 by V4. Similarly, that is equals to work done by isothermal compression, adiabatic compression, which is given by N into R gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. So these are the equation we got there in the case of work done by Carnot engine of four different categories. So next, what we need to do? See, whatever the engine you take, so in every engine or every substance, mainly we must know the efficiency of that particular substance, or not substance, that instrument. In generally an engine, here we have taken it as an engine. So what will be the efficiency, sir? What happens, what do you mean by efficiency, what it gives? See, in the previous case of heat engine, there we discussed actually that heat engine concept is removed from your NCERT, that is of your syllabus from this year. Because of this pandemic situation, they have removed certain concepts in that. This one is also one of them, that is heat engine. Okay, let it be, but you must know what is the concept, because we can't stick on to that NCERT only always, because sometimes if they remove from the boards, they may ask in the competitive exams. So that's the reason why I'm not going to leave any removed concept from your NCERT. I'll do everything, but the thing is, you must know. But for your theory exam, you just go through with the syllabus which is given in your NCERT of your class 11. Okay, so go through with that. So meanwhile, what and all the things that I have discussed extra, that also you're supposed to study. Okay, so now here I need to find the value of efficiency. What do you mean by efficiency? It is nothing but the total amount of work done, or work done by the amount of heat supplied to it. Okay, in generally, the amount of heat supplied, the ratio of total work done divided by total amount of heat supplied to the system. Okay, so for that I want to find the total work done. So what do you mean by, I need to find the efficiency of Carnot engine. It is represented by letter eta. So this is what I am supposed to find. So first I need to find the total work done by this Carnot engine. So what and all we have? So W1 plus W2 minus W3 minus W4. Here, because expansion process, work done by the system, here it is work done on the system. That's the reason why I took negative sign. Okay, isothermal expansion, adiabatic expansion, isothermal compression, adiabatic compression. Okay, now that is given by, substitute all the values which are all the things which is given here. So n into r T1 log V2 by V1 plus n into r gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2, sorry, minus n into r T2 log V3 by V4 minus n into r gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. So these two will get cancelled. Why, sir? Because both are same term. So what is remaining now? N into r T1 into log V2 by V1 minus n into r T2 into log V3 by V4. See, this is the expression for final work done. So we know that in the previous case of Carnot engine, there we discussed what is the formula of total work done. Total work done is equals to Q1 minus Q2. So similarly, I can take this as Q1 and this as Q2. Okay, so now efficiency eta is given by, what is the formula? Total work done divided by the amount of heat supplied to it. So the amount of heat supplied. So what is the value of total amount of work done? Let this I can write it as, so I'll write this only, Q1 minus Q2 divided by Q1. So we can also write it as split Q1 by Q1, 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So now you substitute the value of Q2 and Q1. So 1 minus this we took it as Q2. Okay. N into R T2 into log V3 by V4 whole divided by N into R T1 log V2 by V1. So finally, for efficiency we got these two, this formula. So meanwhile, what we need to do, sir, here? See, actually we have to simplify this. To simplify this, we need to do further calculation. So what and all that? See, we know that in Carnot heat engine, so there we got, see, just imagine. So this is a PV diagram, correct? This is a T1, B, T2, temperature is changing here at this point, temperature is T2, here also T2 only isothermal expansion, and here it is again T1. Okay, so B, C, D. So we got these expressions. Okay, so now, or we can write, instead of writing here, I'll write the temperature here. What is the temperature here? T1. Here also T1. Here T2. Here volume V2. Here volume V1. T2 V3. Here T4 V4. So now, from the concept of adiabatic expansion, adiabatic Adiabatic expansion. Adiabatic expansion, or we can say, yes, from B to C. B to C. So we have a formula. So while discussing the concept of first law of thermodynamics, there I told. Okay, so we have a formula. So what is that form? Temperature and volume related one. See, what is the temperature at point T1? That is taken as V1, and the volume is V2. V2 power gamma minus 1 is equals to, what is the temperature here? T2. Volume V3 power gamma minus 1. So this will be the formula for what? Adiabatic expansion from B to C. Similarly, adiabatic expansion from D to A. Why, sir, you have taken expansion only? Because that only we have now. Okay, only expansion process we took here. So B to C. Similarly, D to A. Okay. So now D to A, it is not adiabatic expansion, it is nothing but adiabatic compression. Correct? D to A, it is nothing but adiabatic compression. So what is the formula for adiabatic compression? Adiabatic means same formula, but here T4, sorry, not T4, T2. T2 V4 power gamma minus 1 is equals to T1 V1 power gamma minus 1. This I can write it as, I'll cross multiply, take this as equation number 1, and I'll write it as T1 V1 power gamma minus 1 is equals to T2 V4 power gamma minus 1. Take it as equation number 2. Now divide 1 by 2. If you divide 1 by 2, then what you will get? So just take this as equation number. We take this as 1, this as 2, this as 3. Now divide 2 by 3. 2 divided by 3. If you do that, then what is there here? T1 V2 power gamma minus 1. T1 V2 power gamma minus 1 divided by here T1 V1 power gamma minus 1 is equals to T2 V3 power gamma minus 1 divided by T2 V4 power gamma minus 1. T2 T1 will get cancelled. What is remaining now? V2 by V1 whole power gamma minus 1 is equals to V3 by V4 whole power gamma minus 1. Now take the inverse of these two. Then what you will get? V2 by, or multiply both sides by 1 into 1 power 1 over gamma minus 1. So these two will get cancelled. Then V2 by V1 is equals to, this power will gone. What you will get? V3 by V4. See, in the place of, we take it as equation number 4. In the place of V2 by V1, we can write it as V3 by V4. Or in the place of V3 by V4, we can write it as V2 by V1. So now you substitute the equation 4 in equation 1. So what you will get? 4 in 1. So eta is equals to 1 minus T2 into log V3 by V4 whole divided by, so divided by T1 into log, what is there here? V2 by V1. V2 by V1 value is what? V3 by V4. V3 by V4. So these two will get cancelled. So eta is equals to 1 minus T sub by T1. So this will be the final expression for work done by efficiency of Carnot engine. So this is all about your concept of Carnot engine. So efficiency, definitely they will ask numerical based on this particular question. So you have to remember what is the value, what is the expression for efficiency. See, we have expression for efficiency. We can also write like this, or I can write it as 1 minus Q2 by Q1, or also we can have a formula W by Q1, or also we can write it as Q1 minus Q2 by Q1. So these are all the expressions for efficiency. Sometimes they will give you the value of heat, the amount of heat supplied or amount of heat observed or amount of heat sent, lost in generally. So Q1 and Q2, heat supplied, heat Q2 is nothing but what, how much amount of heat lost or went out. Okay, so based on that we are going to find the value of efficiency. So this is all about the concept of efficiency. Just go through with that. Next we have another concept called as refrigerator. Actually it is not there for your syllabus, but still I will tell you. Efficiency is nothing but it is a reverse process of heat engine. So because heat engine also removed, refrigerator also is removed from your syllabus. Meanwhile, I'll just give you an idea what do you mean by efficiency and what do you mean by heat engine. Heat engine you already know. Heat engine is nothing but what? It will convert heat energy into mechanical work. Similarly, this efficiency, refrigerator is the reverse process of heat engine. So usually what happens, this is Q1, so this is what working substance, this is Q2. So usually it is maintained with very high temperature, it is maintained with very low temperature. Okay, so in heat engine what happens, heat is supplied from, heat is dragged from Q1 to working substance. So there some amount of work is done, then we can say work done by the system. Rest of the heat will went to the source, to this sink. Heat is absorbed by the source and work is done, and it will excess of heat will goes to the sink. But when you take refrigerator, it is a reverse process. So heat is absorbed by the sink, work is done on the system, and the additional amount of heat will goes to the source. So that's the reason why we need to call it as refrigerator is the reverse process of heat engine. For theory exam this is not required because they removed from your syllabus, but still for competitive it may useful. So that's the reason why I am doing it here. So go through with that. And we have one more concept for refrigerator, for this one heat engine we got the expression of efficiency. Similarly, if we take the for heat engine we got the expression for efficiency. To find the value of efficiency we got some formula, but when you come here refrigerator, here also we have one concept, that is what we call coefficient of performance. Coefficient of performance. They may ask in your exam, and it is represented by alpha. What is the value of coefficient of performance for a given refrigerator? So it is given by alpha is equals to Q2 divided by W. So Q2 divided by W, that is nothing but what? Q2 divided by Q1 minus Q2. So that is given as Q2 by Q1 minus 1 minus 1, that is minus Q2 by Q2 is what? 1. See here the value of coefficient of performance, okay, it may greater than 1 also. Obviously you will get the value greater than 1 only, but when you come to efficiency of heat engine or Carnot engine, remember for heat engine and Carnot engine, so the efficiency value always less than 1, that is less than 100%. Here you may get greater than 100% or maybe greater than 1. So that is the difference. Okay, just remember this concept. In your exam, whatever maybe it is, so if they ask what is the efficiency of a given Carnot engine, so if 3 options are given as 120%, 300%, 200%, but if one is given as 75 or 60%, that 65 or 70% is the answer. Without doing calculation, you can declare the answer in your competitive exams, because that efficiency is always less than 1. That is one common point you must remember. So this is all about the chapter thermodynamics. So here we are done with the chapter thermodynamics. Okay, so the concepts which and all comes here in this chapter are very important. Just go through with it. And one more thing, for your exams you can expect 1 5-mark question definitely from this particular chapter. Okay, you are not supposed to leave any of the single topic here. You have to study everything. You must study everything. Okay, so in the next video we are going to solve few numericals related to this particular chapter, thermodynamics. Okay, so just go through with your notes. If you have any doubts, you can ask your doubts in the group. There we will discuss.